not likely to.
Wow. Okay, so in theory, we are live. So
We'll get through the ad first, and then we should be live.
wow, yeah. What ad is it?
Audible.
It's Audible ad. I've got Burger King.
Is it with the one?
You got Burger King. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're there.
It's live.
Oh, look.
Hooray!
Look, welcome along. Welcome to Accidental Heroes. If it's your first,
Flub, flub, flub.
flub, flub, flub. If it's your first time here and you enjoy the content, please hit follow. If you want to catch up
We have a full
on
rest, right?
all of the past episodes,
Not yet.
Kid, let him do his thing.
Ripping.
if you want to catch up on all of the past episodes and be routinely interrupted, please look on YouTube. So the link is below. There's our previous season, and eventually the episodes from this will be there as well. And now Claire is going to recap for something different.
Alright, with the slavers vanquished, the characters start to search the camp and attempt to free the remainder of the slaves. Oliver finds an amulet amongst the slavers' treasure that appears to hold significant emotional value for Isha. A confrontation occurs when this bauble catches the eye of Damal, who attempts to stealthily pilfer it from Oliver. Aisha notices this and masterfully shoots an arrow into Damal's hand, throwing the amulet out of her grasp. This ensures that both her hand and her pride remain sore for a week. With no other hindrances, Aisha pockets the strange amulet, the significance of which is yet to be revealed. The remainder of the slaves are given their freedom, with their valuables given back to them. However, distrustment runs rife, and, as hard as they try, no one learns anything of significance regarding their enslavement. The senior Urbag Inc. then proposes an offer of work to be discussed at the nearest tavern. Whilst on the cart ride there, Damal quietly reflects on circumstances that led her to this point. Months ago, down on her luck, in a pub, Damal drinks disgustingly watered-down piss mead, trying to drown out her past. Urbag the Inquisitive, the gnome explorer, approaches her with a case of quality wine and a remarkable offer of adventure. Knowing of her reputation and skill in an underground exploration, he hires her to act as his guide and protector to find a mysterious tome. A binding agreement of respect and protection is made between them. Meanwhile, in the present, the adventurers decide to break camp, during which Ink reminds young Urbag of his name day, the day Urbag chose his name Rocksteady. His bravery in exploring dangerous areas in contrast to most of his cautious family. This is precisely why Ink needs his help, finding the Tome of Secrets. Ink also gives Urbag a gift of a miniature carving of tiny wooden doors, an item he acquired whilst in Outlook. What, you may ask, is in store for our adventurers today?
Well,
Well done.
we will carry on
That's fine.
straight from where we left off with Ink and Rocksteady having a conversation.
That's me.
Yes, that is you.
What are we conversing about? Fine.
I know where the Tome of Secrets is. The Tome of Secrets.
The tome! But I thought... You've said this before.
Cut to a flashback. Flashback to Urbag as a boy on his uncle's lap, hearing the fantastical stories and adventures of far-off lands and over-distant seas, exploring places not seen by intelligent creatures in decades. One such story, constantly mentioned, almost to the point of obsession. An adventure that would take over Ink's life and consume his waking moments. The quest of immortality. The quest that may even make him a god. The quest for the god crown. I know where the first step is. All we need to do is get the tome. And the tome is in the lost mines of Karaka. I have a merchant who has been investigating where these mines are. Granted, I wasn't silly enough to tell him the full story. And he says he has the map for me. So all I need you to do is help me convince your friends to help so that we can get it.
That shouldn't be too hard. They're not the brightest.
So do you reckon you can help convince them in the pub?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Thank you, dearest nephew. I knew I could count on you. I'm now going to have you resolve your check for your second watch.
My second watch check.
How do you spell the name of those mines?
K-A-R-A-K-A.
Much like the land.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like the land without the S.
It's not the mine from my adventure, is it?
Well, it's not the same name.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
That is the same name.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's how it was written on the map.
That
It was
not
Lost
the
Mines of
message.
Karak, not Karaka.
Well, then it's Karak.
But like,
All I'm doing is reading a map.
Kim and I could look at each other like,
Yeah, I'm sure because I asked Dion what it was, and then I told you, but I didn't put it in the map. Like I just told you the name. Just double check.
Karak,
It's either that or I've typed it wrong at one point.
Karaka.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's on the
Karen.
map as Karaka.
Well, then I put it on the map wrong.
Wow, you're all terrible.
At any rate, what did you roll for your perception?
Well, I haven't rolled yet because I needed to bring up my character sheet.
Good thing we stalled.
Good thing you stole, so I'm gonna roll now. Hey, Alex got dice.
Yeah.
Heaps of.
He did it the smart way.
That's not good. It's a 2 on the dice, which is a total of 5.
You are too engrossed in looking at the shiny door and remembering fantastical stories to notice anything of note.
I would like to roll an investigation on the tiny door.
You can roll an investigation. Show me what you investigate.
I investigated the shit out of it with an 18. No, a 19.
A 19.
19.
What would you like to know about the door?
Everything. What is it? What does it
With-
do? Does it do anything?
With your 19, you definitely have a good, strong feeling that the door does something.
Yeah.
It is definitely made of wood surrounded by stone with metal and rivets on it,
Sure.
like a standard castle fortress door. You
Is there any like inscriptions?
nothing that you can see at its current size. You start tapping against the materials and like trying to discern if it is actually stone or metal and stuff. And you get the feeling that something might happen, but nothing happens. And that's all you can kind of work out at the moment.
It's annoying because I know how to activate it, and I don't want to just do
And
it.
this is how
Okay.
roleplay works.
All right.
Several checks might give you an answer over a period of time.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
The map is updated, by the way.
I pocket
It
it.
has the correct name.
So it was Kara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just update it?
Yes.
Turns out like he has read it wrong, the message.
Probably. I probably read it wrong at some point and just typed it as that. But that's okay. Comes to the third watch. Who was
Who was
on
the
third
third
watch?
watch?
Aisha and Europe.
Do you wake them up?
We wake up
Yeah.
naturally.
Well, no, it depends because he
It's
might
how we
just
are
he might just go to sleep though.
Who? Him.
Urbag.
Yeah. But we didn't expect Urbag to wake us up.
Yeah.
We're trained.
I know not to trust him.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I would always wake them up as well, in like a fun and
Annoying.
in a way that will
Precipitation
risk your
water
life.
on their face kind of way.
well, no,
Warm cup of water in their hand.
That was
Maybe
great.
fart
or
smells on
just
their
or
pillows.
just
But he does that to you.
Discreetly licks Rook's ear. Wet Willy. Okay.
what's that thing? Is it
Yes.
ASMR?
I think we're losing our non-existent viewers
Third
right
watch.
now.
Or
Third
gaining some viewers.
Some
Creepy viewers.
some creepy
Creepy viewers.
yeah,
Is there
creepy
anything you wish to do with your third watch?
I will be watching.
Yeah,
No,
there's
ASMR.
nothing of particular. I know what I need to know about this amulet for now.
Mhm.
There's nothing more I can really do about that. Nah, there's nothing really.
Okay.
I will consume the meal that was provided by
Yeah.
Jamal.
I didn't wasn't it that was.
Can I have some rolls, please,
What
What kind?
roles would you like
for
to
your
see?
perceiving of events that could
Perception.
may or may not be happening around?
24.
I may
24?
21.
21. You definitely perceive that nothing is happening in the near vicinity. Are you
You just making us roll perception just because we're
No.
on watch.
are you just sitting in the spot looking, or are you like wandering around? The
I'll
perimeter
wander around
seeing
the. For me, I would wander around the edges of the whatever tiny hut. Tiny hut.
Yeah.
Tiny hut.
Mhm.
Yeah. It is small and uncomfortable, as its name suggests.
I'm hanging around the campfire that's outside the tiny hut.
Is anybody at any point checking on the horses?
Is
Uh,
anybody at any point checking?
Are they inside or outside?
Uh,
They were outside of that.
Then I
Oh,
would
they will
probably.
be,
Then
'cause
I
there's a
would.
cart.
Oh yeah. Then I would see. Yeah. I would see the car.
Well, you'd
yeah.
unhook them from the cart, right, and then hitch them to the cart.
Probably.
Or hitch them to a tree, whatever.
Yeah.
Do whatever you
Yeah.
want.
They are secured.
Yeah.
When you are checking around the horses, you notice some trampled grass.
Does it look like it came from the horses?
No.
Okay. I'm not very versed in the whole survival tracking kind of thing, so but I'll take a gander on it. Does it look like anything natural or something very obviously unnatural?
It looks like somebody's trampled the grass.
Like, as in, like, what's causing it? Any footprint in the trampled grass?
Give me an investigation.
Wake me up. I'm good.
I don't know you. I don't know
Just
what you're
saying,
good at.
I'm good at
You could be. I don't know you.
And he doesn't like you.
That's
Or she
good.
doesn't like
15.
anybody.
Yeah.
15. Nothing really of note that discerns them. They could be humanoid. They kind of look normal person-sized footprints.
Okay, but I can tell that it's not something that we made.
Yeah.
Does it look older than the amount of time we spent here?
No, they look relatively fresh.
Okay. In that case, from that spot, I will wish to investigate a little bit further to see if wherever Make Distraction may have gone to, or if there's any sign that they could be nearby still.
Okay, give me a survival because you're checking for tracks.
21.
21. You follow the tracks down to the stream.
I would say I won't go further if I'm out of sight of the tiny hut. That's about as far as I'll go.
The stream probably is about at the very edge of
Okay.
tiny hut distance,
Okay.
and they go into the stream and disappear. From where you are, you can't make it out on the other side, and you don't know how deep the stream is.
Okay. I'll head back to the camp, and I will tell Rook. Everyone else in this camp is terrible at being on watch. Like, absolutely terrible. Someone was spying on us. I found their tracks, and they slipped away into the stream.
Good.
Good. So, do we follow up on these tracks, or do we wake up somebody tell them to watch the camp, and then we go follow. Or,
That,
I mean, do we not care about the tracks? That's the first question.
well, hey, someone was spying on us, so that much is evident. Why would they spy on us?
I asked you how fresh the tracks are.
Like they were, hey, they were made after we made camp.
After we made camp.
Intriguing.
Well, I look around and I see if there's any immediate threat.
Give me your look around for immediate threat.
What is that, perception?
Yep.
Yes, sir. 20.
Arrows rain down from the sky.
There is no
You
threat.
raise your shield. No, there's no threat.
No threat. I said we are not in any immediate threat, and
But whoever they've gone to,
yes,
they could be telling. They could be a threat down the road.
they could be, and I say we deal with that when it comes to us. Like if we go chasing after something in the dark
Yeah.
with our weak, you know, terrible at watch
We'll just
companions
check our wiki.
are really weak members of this team.
No, I reckon it might be prudent to move our camp, maybe not too far, but see if anyone tries to come ambush us in the next few hours. So we move at least on the other side of the stream, or
Will that interrupt the rest of the people resting?
might add a couple hours to our rest.
I have a valid question. How long is Aisha known Brooke for?
In the off season, they would have had because
Well,
Aisha
excuse
wanted.
is Sasha vouches for her.
Well, no, Aisha specifically wanted the Sons of Sun home because she believed that Olo had whereabouts or
Something.
knowledge of her mother.
But did she ever question Rook? See, that's the thing. I don't
No,
know.
I
She
think
would have followed the party back to you,
Yeah,
find out how
had a
long was dead.
discussion,
yeah.
then buggered
Yeah,
off to do
because-
a
All
mission.
those days.
Also,
Yeah.
also relevant. How many hours of sleep have we had so far? In the second and
There's,
third watch.
this is probably at the end of the third watch, so
Yeah.
you're all almost at your minimum 8 hours of
I'm
rest.
minimum 4, so
You need 4 hours of only sleep. You still need 8 hours of rest.
So it means that you can be on active watch longer and do minor things
Yeah,
more
you
often.
can sit at the base for longer.
Oh no, actually, her one might be different. Worth might still be thinking of Pathfinder.
I legit only need 4 hours
Yeah.
of rest.
Yeah, her
Then,
five
then
might be
you
different.
would be fine.
I'd be fine. Okay. So if I want to perceive them making so much noise, like yelling about other people being ridiculous, or
They're
watching,
probably
then-
they're probably a decent distance away that you wouldn't know.
I'm not really yelling either.
Yeah.
I just-
They would be like these two are the smart ones. They are very hush hush.
Can I hear anything outside of here?
Give me a roll.
Cool.
There's the thing.
well,
Can't you just wake up after 4 hours?
You can hear.
You can hear.
her stuff. She's trancing, so she's never in a truly asleep state.
Well, okay, I'll ask Aisha, do you want to go after these guys or do you actually really want to move camp?
Perception.
I think moving camp is probably the wiser move because who knows how far they've gone.
Yeah, I have a better idea.
What?
We make use of our scout, who I can tell is probably not asleep right now.
25.
Send
No,
her,
You're overhearing the end of this conversation.
and send her after this threat if it is a
Sure.
threat.
Sure.
Okay, I go
Okay.
looking for you in the tiny hut.
Sure.
I explained to you that Aisha believes that we've been watched.
The hut is
Someone
Aisha.
is
Is it really?
She,
Are we really being watched?
well. She showed me some tracks. Like I'm not good at tracking, but you know, I take her at the word. We don't know if this is a threat yet. The tracks track all the way to the stream.
Yeah.
Since you excel in stealth, obviously I don't. So I thump my armor loudly. Obviously I don't.
and I cringe
Yes,
as
and
the hulking oak.
also I have no desire to go swimming at this late hour. Perhaps you as a scout would like to chase down this lead that we have.
Fine. That seems reasonable. I may as well keep the people alive, like I said I would.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Okay, so we'll relay to you like the direction and show you the tracks and all that.
Fantastic.
It's up to Aisha if she wants to follow you. I don't think she will.
What trail do we have so far, Russia?
When you find me, I guess I'll point to where the trails start and then the direction that they go into.
Fantastic.
I throw something at them tell them to shut up.
I would like to stealthily investigate the trail first to see if I can perceive
Keep
what type.
What is the
of,
thing that you've now lost from your equipment?
No, I just picked up a
animal
rock
it
off
is.
the ground.
Sorry?
I dodge cleverly.
I wasn't aiming. I was just like, no,
Oh,
shut
that's
up.
a thing, okay.
Shut up,
Half
sleeper.
asleep.
So I would like to see if I can perceive whether it was animal or human that made the tracks and like what type of.
Where are you going to look? Are you going to look at the start, around where the horses are?
I am. I'm going to start
And
there.
you're specifically investigating the tracks.
Specifically investigating the
Okay,
tracks, yes.
give me an investigation.
Should be pretty good.
21.
It's definitely human tracks.
Okay. And I would also like to check around the tracks that were made, just in case there's broken branches or anything like that.
So you're looking around where the tracks.
Looking around where the tracks are for any other signs of anything else.
Give me another roll, because it's a separate look.
11. Oh no, 9. Sorry.
You don't notice anything else around. You just see lots of tracks on the ground, and you seem to be more fascinated with the tracks than necessarily what made or what they could have done.
I will be tracking those humans and stealthily across the river.
Shh, you'll scare them away.
Give me a stealth check.
Also, 3 of them are at the table.
That seems good. Whenever you
And
roll,
28.
whenever you roll that number,
Yeah.
you get a perfect result, and
Cool.
you say I crit.
I crit my stealth.
So you are invisible.
Fantastic.
Not even you can see yourself.
That's
You're that
pretty
stealth.
stealth. I'm pretty
Okay,
stoked with stealthiness right now.
How?
Does it scare her a bit? She's like, whoa.
So you follow the tracks to the water.
I'm used to being amazing.
The water parts because you're so invisible. Even the water doesn't know you're there and
Fantastic.
doesn't break around. You just go straight through.
Yeah.
You get to the other side. You are able to find the tracks. How long do you wish to follow them for?
Is it a length of like hours? Or
You don't know. This is what you're about to determine.
okay.
How long do you want to spend following these tracks where they could
I'm
potentially
here
lead?
to spend an hour
Okay.
doing so.
Give me a survival check to see how well you can follow these tracks.
Is it still survival?
Yeah. Yeah, survival is the tracking skill.
Yeah, wisdom.
19.
19. You can follow these
Yeah,
tracks.
it's a little summary.
Yes, there is a dog on the stream. Yes.
It comes to several points where the tracks get a little bit
Yeah,
vague,
everyone
but you're able to
knows.
still pick
Everyone
up and
watches
follow.
knows.
Sure.
It heads off to a small thicket of trees.
Yeah.
You get through to the other side of the thicket and you're still able to follow the tracks, but it's been about an hour.
It's been about a week. Okay, so that's what we found so far is they're still ongoing. Okay. At this point I decide to double back and inform of what I've seen and
You
check
went,
with the party if they wish
you went all
for
out.
me to proceed.
How much were they?
So stealth back to camp.
But it's 1 hour later.
1 hour later.
2 hours later.
Yeah, 2 hours later.
I think so, another hour.
I'm
later.
assuming you guys are still there.
Wow!
You might be
In
gone.
that hour, we like start packing camp.
Yeah, we
right?
start packing camp right now.
Yeah, so
So
now
then
it
go
is
back.
indeed morning.
Yeah.
You are in the process of breaking your fast.
Full rest.
And
Full
you
rest.
have been fully rested.
Yay!
Is that enough?
So there should be a button that you click to say full
I
rest.
wake up
Yeah.
and I have my
Yeah,
morning
you go
wine.
here.
I just want to try this.
Mm.
Oh. Okay.
Rest. Full.
Okay. I wake up and I have my morning wine.
You can have your morning wine.
Meanwhile,
Everybody's now
Rook-
drunk.
Chides the rest of them for being really terrible people at the watch.
Mhm.
Kind of like a school teacher, like scolding their students.
Yep.
He tells them that they're being watched the previous night by some mysterious humans that the Ma went to track. So this is before she returns.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And I go,
they all
blame
feel
them all.
Didn't you leave
can
your
I-
watch and go?
Can I just say that both of you left your watch that you were supposed to do together to go and gather food to come back? Like both of you disappeared for like multiple hours to go and do a watch.
We were like holding each other's place though as the other one went. So, yeah.
And you're all
Yeah,
terrible.
they kind of took turns, I think.
Yeah,
But yes,
none
that-
of you did perceptioning.
Does the Ma return to us after some time?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of finishing up breakfast.
I tell her it's likely that the trail will go cold because it took you 1 hour to get to that point, 1 hour to get back, and probably another hour to get to that point again. So I said there's no real reason to keep
There's no,
following.
no.
If it's a threat, we'll face it when we face it.
Yeah, fair enough. I see no immediate threat to the
No
party,
immediate
so
threat.
my contract is being fulfilled.
And I go
As
to
far
our
as
bag. You know what they're talking about.
Man, look, I was trying to sleep and they were talking and I threw stuff at them and then they left, so no.
Cool.
It's terrible at your job.
I don't know, my job is kind of to drink wine and play instruments, but...
They're terrible at that.
Hey! Just because you didn't take one of the tabards doesn't mean that I'm terrible.
So everybody's had their breakfast.
Yes.
You're all set up and ready to go.
Yep.
I shovel some food in my mouth.
What
Does
now?
anyone else want breakfast?
What do?
Well,
Well,
Breakfast wine me.
re-hitch the horses and pack up camp, right?
the thing is, we don't know where we're going because Ink only spoke to her, but I was asleep during that conversation.
I feel like
No,
we're still going back to Sunhome.
It's
To the
you're
pub.
You're going to the pub, the nearest pub.
But why though? Who asked us to go to the pub?
Ink asked you all as a group before you left the slaver's place
Okay,
to make a deal
to go to the
to,
pub.
to go to the pub because that's where the best deals are made,
Okay.
so that he can have his
Yeah,
chat
that,
with
that
you.
may have been said.
That was definitely said. I
I
was
want me
there.
some breakfast.
All right. Well, we'll
You
head.
had breakfast.
You just
Head
had breakfast.
to the
I didn't say I had it.
Well, then you didn't have breakfast. and you were
There you
hungry.
go.
I'm actually getting IRL hungry.
We don't have dinner.
That's why
Okay.
food brothers.
Let's stop talking about breakfast.
Okay. Who is hitching the horses?
Well, I guess I am.
Too
Like,
small.
I'll hitch the horses.
Okay.
I've done enough work.
Can I have just roll a dice? Roll a d20.
Can I have a D20?
He has proficiency in land vehicles.
Yes.
Yes, but not in horses.
Not
in animal handling.
Oh, not in land mounts.
Well, is
Land mounts is actually
is it different
vehicle.
one?
Vehicles
yeah,
is
vehicles different. Yeah.
than mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are observant enough that when you are unhitching the ropes to tie the horses,
Yeah.
that there is a bag tied to one of the ropes. It jingles when you move it.
Ooh.
I poke at it with my sword.
It tears.
And
Jewelry falls out.
do I recognize jewelry?
Give me a roll.
Is it the same? Or what am I doing?
You
Investigation?
have
or
no
Yeah.
idea.
11.
It appears to be jewelry that you gave to the slaves.
But why?
They don't want you pity.
May I, whilst this is going on, craft poison? Attempt to craft poison?
You can. It's a several-hour process. So you'll be doing it on the back of the cart.
Okay.
So there will be some disadvantages opposed upon you as it is a moving vehicle.
Fine.
But you can start that process while
I
the
would like
cart's
to
moving.
start this, please.
Well,
I'll
the
pick up
cast-
all the jewelry and keep it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Picking it all up, you kind of notice it's probably about a third of all of the jewelry that you'd put in the bag for them.
That's fine.
That's all you know.
Okay.
Good times.
Good thing somebody investigated the horses.
No one else saw this?
LTM is mad at us.
So everybody's on the cart. Everybody's riding.
Yes.
Who investigates the horses?
Well, that's where the
they're
tracks are all
suspicious.
around.
They could have been poisoned.
Oh, hence why you were like, is that the only thing you're investigating? I tried to pick that up.
Crafty bastard.
Yes, we make our way.
You're all too paranoid that there's bad guys trying to kill you all the time.
It was just people leaving
Gold for you.
gold.
Just forcing treasure on us.
So it's about 25 gold worth of miscellaneous jewellery. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything on the half day's ride on the cart to the pub?
I would like to play my harp. No, lyre. Is it a lyre?
Lyre.
Yeah. That's a lyre, right?
I thought it was harp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harp's the
harp's
yeah.
Oh, harp's the big one. Yeah.
Yeah, and harps tend to have a straight spine and
They're like-
and a bow.
They're like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to.
Whereas a lyre will have a curved spine.
What does it sound like?
Sounds like a sweet guitar.
Was it good?
Wait, there's two open?
No.
Oh God!
Wait, there's two of them?
We've had that happen before. It was bad time.
Okay. So nobody wants to do anything on the car?
Is it good? Does it sound good?
Oh, it sounds amazing.
Nothing I really want to
toss
do
one
other
copper
than.
Give a copper
I don't really want
for,
to use these.
for playing my lyre.
Add it to your.
No, I leave it on the ground. I leave it on the ground.
Okay, I guess during this time, I would like to examine what are these. What if I want to determine is there anything special about these arrows I was gifted from lizard men?
Give me an investigation, or something else that you think is appropriate for investigating these errors.
No, I don't think I have anything else.
So many
14.
These arrows appear to have little barbed capsules near the arrowhead. You would assume that there is poison in them of some sort, but you would need to investigate further or get somebody proficient in understanding poisons
Okay.
to know what level of poisoning they are.
Only we had someone.
I would like to do an insight roll to see, to look at Ing's behavior.
Yep.
Is he trustworthy? Is he being suspiciously dodgy? I do not get a very good roll.
So, trust
He looks like a very happy old rotund man who appears to be enjoying Urbag's endless alcohol
Okay.
far too much and appears to be getting pretty blasted.
May I do an action?
What action would you like to do?
How long's this ride?
Probably about 6 hours.
Can I choose at the last hour to cast Pass Without Trace?
You can, but that will affect your ability to make your poisons.
Nah. Going into a town, I don't care.
Well, nothing else. Like,
I want to know what this is because she
Pub.
keeps trying to do it.
You've
I want to say it's like a wilderness thing. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
I keep
stealth.
my poison going.
That's
What
stealthy.
is that?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have poisons would be
There's a basic poison that already exists in the PHB, but there are other more specific poisons made if you have specific ingredients that you can find in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
but what skill would you use to would it be a medicine?
Nature, I would presume,
Nature, you reckon?
working with natural elements.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a nature roll.
16.
16, you make one vial, which you would assume would be enough to poison 3 glasses at a stretch.
What about knives?
Well, you've just made one vial, so you could use that on knives if you wanted. So you could
3
kind of like
knives or
coat.
3 glasses?
Well, you could coat the knife tips, which would obviously use less than a glass.
Yeah.
But you could do that
Sure. 3 glasses or some knives. Cool.
because it depends on how thick you want to coat it on.
I understand.
Almost does.
Okay. So you make it to Durntail Pass. It is a reasonably sized village, probably on the larger side of village, small side of town sort of size. You enter town, and what would you like to do?
I would really like to stealth and check that shit out.
Wait, what town is this again?
Durntail.
Durntail.
Try and
So we're-
perceive
we're in
any,
town yet?
Durntail Pass.
Yes, we're in town.
any
Um,
threats, figure it out, all that sort of stuff.
Have we been to this village before?
You've passed through it maybe a couple of times.
Mhm.
It is one of the village towns that's on the main path that a lot of people do go through. You would probably pass through it any time you went from where Sasha's set up your new
Mhm.
base of operations and Freeport.
what types of people are here in terms of races, and how, like, what's their poverty level? Are they
How wealthy they are.
wealthy? Yeah.
I would really like to
Guys,
find
have
out.
full sentences, Kevin.
It is a relatively low wealth area. The rich people here are like average wealth. It's not exactly the
So middle class.
at best.
Because by us entering this town, we've increased their wealth value by like 90%.
Oh yeah.
90?
It's,
I would say 900%.
it's one of the shadier towns, as it is a hub point of transportation for a lot of the parts intersecting it. It tends to be more on the seedier side, as there's less
So lots of criminals.
overarching, because it's too far away from the big cities. There's less governance here, so it's probably on the shadier side.
Right.
Granted, they tend to not have that.
I look at Urbank and go, Urbank, the younger, the junior, no bar fights and don't get stabbed.
What,
Before-
I get
Before this
sta-
happens,
What?
I would like to sneak off as soon as possible
Yes.
and investigate.
Yes.
So give me a stealth.
16.
You think you're pretty stealthy?
Yeah.
Give me an investigation. With your knowledge of Drowtown and its desire to have slaving as a main form of income, you notice many signs that there are either slavers here or slaves here. There are several carts hidden around town that have cages in them. A lot of buildings you can see kind of have those, like, you know, you can see buildings and they've got like those little windows right at the bottom where you
Like
assume
prison
that there's a
windows.
basement.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's real low to the ground.
Yeah,
but you
like
can
if
kind
we
of
were in
see.
a basement, would be.
Yeah, that little.
And the only thing you could
Yeah.
see would be street
Yeah.
level up there.
Yeah. So there's lots of buildings with those sorts of windows. The slavers that you were captured by, there's a lot of people dressed in similar attire. You would assume that this town is slaver adjacent.
Good thing we
Not,
killed them
not
all.
necessarily slaver hub town, where they're all kings and queens,
It's
but
slave
it's slaver adjacent.
I look around, surprised that the mouse missing, and I turn to Oliver and go, Oliver, what you supposed to keep an eye on that drow woman?
Yeah, but I
What happened?
To the pub we go.
We established
Yes,
this
but I
last
forgot.
night. He's terrible at his job at watching.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
but
about
I
grabbing
would like him to improve at his job. So I was like, what are you doing,
So,
Oliver?
And I'm not allowed to get in a fight.
Well, yes.
I get stabbed once. One time I get stabbed at a bar
That was one time too many.
and then almost turn into a zombie. And
Look, I remember your adventures with the Count and picking up ladies of the night.
That sounds fun.
one time.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
just do
one time.
whatever adventure general store there is to replenish my arrows, and maybe go pick up a few healing potions.
Okay. Just before that happens, while the cart is wheeling into town and you guys are having your discussions, several small children run up, like cheering that you guys are here. They've kind of seen you before. They know that you're pretty wealthy. You would assume that these are the bigger children of the village.
I keep extra watch on my coin pouches and bags.
Before they get anywhere
Extra.
near me,
Yeah.
I don't want kids near me.
Is it an open cart? Or
Yeah.
like it's an open
Well, it's your cart. You can tell me what it is, but
Well, I just
my
imagine
imagi- my
an
imagi-
old western wagon.
my imagine it's kind of like that, except instead of having the covering, it's just got the rings because you guys are too cheap to put the cloth over all the time.
Well, because we have tiny.
So I take out 10 coppers from my pouch and go.
Go,
Oh,
children,
please
go!
don't encourage
The children yell and scream and run off cheering and skipping away to get all the coins.
Do they fight each other?
The bully starts collecting.
What else is
Give me a perception.
This is terrible. 11.
2 kids are totally pounding on 1 kid.
That
Just
is
beating
fine.
the shit out of him.
I respect strength.
It's not happening. The kids are just rolling in the mud. pretty
Whilst
much
this
getting the coins.
madness is happening,
Yeah, I'm already left.
I would like to investigate the dungeon-looking windows.
Which ones?
The ones
There's
that.
about 8 or 9 buildings that have them from your previous investigating.
How long would it take to investigate?
You would probably be spending several hours
Just
and miss all of the conversations and potential guarding of your charge that you were supposed to do.
potential guardian of the charge. Oh, that charge.
As you are an employee
Oh, yes.
and your employer makes certain demands upon you.
I am coming back to the card immediately. With all due
Well,
haste.
you've done your initial scouting investigation, and you now deem it
Oh
appropriate.
yeah,
to
no,
go
I'm the
back.
bodyguard. Fuck.
That's right. I have a job
Again,
to do.
bad
I
at
get
guarding and
far too
watching.
excited. Far too excited with stealthiness.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
As I noticed her return to the card after our weird conversation, I just point at Oliver and go like.
Okay. You pay 10% more than normal retail for your items.
Sure.
And it almost looks like they're
Terrible quality.
well, no, it's like they've siphoned a little bit and like watered it down. It's still going to work the same, but you kind of get the impression that it's like they're cutting as many corners as they can to make it
Okay.
barely
buy
meet the
potions?
requirements.
Potions.
Potions. Healing potions.
The arrows are fine. The arrows are actually surprisingly good quality. As far as arrows are concerned for regular like arrows, these like are above average quality. Like they're actually pretty well made, and the fletching and stuff is actually really good.
I was going to say, is
Quality
there
fletching.
fletchers around? Like, can we perceive any sort of like high quality makers of weapons?
You can give me a perception or an investigation. Spend some time doing that. That would involve you leaving the cart again.
Correct.
Wow, that's quick.
Crit investigation.
You going around, you would know that none of these people here are of the highest of qualities. You probably spend about 10 minutes and kind of gauge the majority of town just from that 10 minutes, where it tends to be they've cut as many corners as they can to give you the base level products as they can. There's nothing of quality here. You would know that based on where this town's located, it's far enough away that it's not going to get the quality smiths and fletchers and stuff.
Okay, cool.
When did you buy another set of dice?
Didn't.
No chase.
I have multiple sets.
It's very
Oh.
pretty. That's why I got them.
Roll on someone else.
Friend gnome. Apparently.
Oh, whoa. Hang on. This is a first.
Yes.
Kevin got my race right.
Yes.
No, Kevin gets your race rate more than.
No.
No.
I keep thinking it's a halfling.
Kevin is the fucking worst.
But maybe Rook keeps thinking you're a halfling. Anyway, this time, today, he says, Friend gnome, looks like your uncle has offered us around at the pub. Lead on.
Alright,
To the pub.
so I say to H, which pub?
Well, clearly it's the Boar's Whore.
Boar's whore. Did I hear that right?
Of course it's the Boar's Whore. Oh,
Fantastic.
what
Let's go.
was I thinking?
Our family's played there for years.
No, yep, the Boar's Whore.
Can we see it from where we are? Can we see it from where we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it look
It's
like?
Is
the only pub in
But
town.
does it look terrible or
No,
does it look amazing?
it's got like the most amazing frontage. Like it's the richest looking building in this entire place. Like it's a 3-story pub.
I am satisfied. You may lead on. Because if it was a dump, I'll be like, we're moving on.
I started
Yeah.
to go there.
I slip inside. I would like to slip inside and hide myself.
From who?
Also, what if it's not crowded inside? You're the only
I would
one
like
in
to
there.
spend 1 minute
Just hide
creating
in the
camouflage
And the barkeep
Inside
is
the
like looking at her just.
with hide in plain sight
Yep. So you kind of walk in and then just like
And
stand
then
against the wall and disappear.
and disappear. Yeah,
And the bartender's just like,
that's a ability.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I-
yeah. I have that ability.
While I observe. The
Oh
pub.
yes, the question. In this part of the world, are drow rare? Like, would she stand out?
Drow are not necessarily rare. They are known throughout the
Okay.
world,
Yeah.
or in most parts of the world that you've visited. You have seen Drow in your time.
I genuinely would, though.
It tends to be ones and twos, not big groups.
Okay, that's fine.
And it tends to be more the adventuring diplomatic types rather than regular Drow people.
Okay.
You would assume that the Drow people tend to stick to themselves. And
So
stay
she
away
wouldn't
from-
draw attention if, for example, she walked into a bar and everybody looks up. Okay.
No, maybe
You could-
maybe like a
when-
tiefling might.
When you walk in, you can give me a roll and see what you see in the bar.
Are you still a tiefling?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
lovely.
Have a tail and everything?
The tail is less significant in this version.
It's taped down to hide it.
No, like before I actually had a
The horns are huge though.
Can we go in?
Yes.
I guess we can go in, like nothing is stopping us.
I'm already in and I'm
Yeah.
scared. I've hidden up against
Alright, what
the
do we
wall, so
see?
Yeah.
What do we
keep
see?
on you guys.
Yeah, what do we see inside the inn?
So we walk in the door.
Roll the dice. Didn't
No,
see
wait. I've been there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ink's been there.
Yes.
I would imagine that both myself and Ink would hold open the doors and say, "Welcome to the Boar's Hall."
You can do that.
Yes, that's what we do.
Okay. Who's going to
There's
be investigating?
fanfare and people and yes.
in a burlesque show.
Yes, all of that.
When two people roll dice, I will inform you
Okay.
of what they see. So the
Yeah.
first two to roll decide.
Crap!
I think you.
Man, there's a lot of investigation.
He
quick
destroyed the
today.
mic.
Also
Sorry.
spiking.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. But that's okay.
But lots of quick
I
investigations
can
today.
now hear out of my left ear.
Alright, who's the next roll?
So I'll roll
There you go.
perception at 24.
Okay.
Oh, also I've made sure our carts and horses are secured in whatever pole or post.
Yeah, they
yeah,
always one
yeah.
outside.
I don't
Yeah.
do it very often.
So
About 5% of the time, I assume.
walking in, this seems exactly like the last time you were here.
Yes.
It is pretty full,
Yes.
as it is just after lunchtime, and everybody knows that lunchtime busy o'clock is totally a thing, and everybody is here. Like, it is
Yeah,
cranky.
Buddy.
There's a guy on a piano going hard. There's a couple of singers next to him. There are some dancers up on the stage.
Think you know the scene in Gremlins where the gremlins are at the bar?
It's pretty much
Just
that.
like
Just
that.
rampage everything.
There's like
Glass
someone
bottles-
swinging from the chandelier,
bottles
guy playing.
Yeah, bottles are being thrown everywhere.
There would be guns, but they don't exist.
Yeah.
So there's wands being.
No, there's arrows
Fine.
and like throwing knives.
Crossbow
going-
is a gun.
Someone's tied to one of those spinning wheels, and
Rook turns to her back. No
Throwing
one getting
knives.
stabbed. Stabbing bad.
these are my
We have
people.
no healers.
I am my own healer.
Yes, but not if you are stabbed and
Eh,
dying
Trust me, Rook.
and unconscious.
Trust me. It's gonna be fine.
Best way to
Sure.
take out a magic caster is to go for the throat. Doubly so for a bard.
Or the fingers. Take the fingers. That really spites them.
Bard because they have to speak the magic. I think there's like no bard spell that doesn't have a verbal component.
Okay,
Okay,
Tiny
you're in the bar.
Yeah.
In the bar, it's going absolutely off the hook.
yeah, we find table.
It's pretty like whelming that this is.
Whelming? Only whelming?
It's only whelming. You guys have seen better.
Oh, I guess
You-
we
you
would've
guys-
seen better,
You
yeah.
guys fought several avatars of like gods.
Yeah, but we haven't been to a godly pub yet. So,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's true.
They've all been fought in places that
okay,
are not nice.
You've had parties where you've saved the world.
Yeah.
Like this. It's good.
There ain't
But
no
it's
party
not-
like a
it's not.
Save the World party.
Yeah,
Exactly.
imagining the Ewok party now, like
Yeah.
the Ewok
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah.
That's a Save the World party.
Yeah, that's a save the world
There's
party.
like fucking spaceships and
With
stuff
stuff.
doing.
They're
doing
cooking the
flyovers.
stormtroopers.
And a funeral to the side.
Oh yeah.
So you find a table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ink goes and waves the bartender. The bartender looks super surprised and smiles. Clears a table for him and for all of you, and sends 2 rounds of ale over. Would anybody like to inspect the ale, or are you
No.
happy to just drink it
I
and
would
carry
like
on?
to ask if I am right next to the party on the wall.
You're on the other side of the room. You basically walked in the door
And
and
then
then
stealth.
stood behind the door and
Damn
then
it.
disappeared.
I come out of stealth. Move towards. Can I go back into hide in plain sight?
You have to stand still for a minute.
So I can.
So
you just walk up and be like,
You could kind of like walk in and kind of go like, and then wait a minute.
I
Yeah.
keep thinking to myself, Oliver, you just
And then,
you
like-
keep losing her.
So yeah, Demel walks up to the party after ensuring that the tavern is safe.
Oh, it's definitely not safe.
Oh, ensuring that the tavern. Oh, can I
You-
check for threats while
you-
I'm hiding?
You can.
Can we see her just awkwardly trying to hide in this like crowded room?
Yeah,
no,
can
I'm
we see
stealth
her?
because I
No,
haven't moved.
she's like super invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can try.
Okay. Yeah, I would
So
try to perceive her.
you're trying to.
I will also try.
Me too.
Ooh,
No.
probably not.
Okay. So I want to do.
I don't care. I'm in a pub.
21.
I rolled a
I
one.
die. No, nothing.
I actually might perceive
So
her
I
again.
perceive nothing.
The wall has a really interesting texture.
Okay.
You then realise that you're facing the wrong way, and you should probably turn around.
Embarrassingly.
But you are invisible, so nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed.
With your 21, you see a couple of drow women talking to themselves over in a corner. You can't make out who either of them are.
Okay,
Oh, that's cool.
I go to Rook. I did some investigation.
Yes.
Is
Are
that
those
the mall?
are those the drow we're looking for?
I think so.
Those are not the drow we're looking for.
Should I go hit them up?
They're not the drow you
I turn around.
It's almost as if every time Rook does it, like Oliver
Okay,
does
wait,
anything,
what?
Rook just is like,
Rocket
Idiot.
Star Wars.
Oliver, how charismatic are you?
I'm very charismatic.
That sentence describes his charisma perfectly.
You're very charismatic?
The charismatic.
Well, I believe you because compared to me, you're probably higher. So I say, go on, go.
Okay, I walk up to those drow women.
And if you get in trouble, just yell. And
Whilst
wanna
this is
clip
happening, I would like to turn around and laugh. And
Very
take what you say.
charismatic.
So as I walk up to them, I'll say, "This isn't where I park my cart."
I shall hate you more.
So
charisma. Go.
roll it.
You to
Nah,
hit-
that has to be persuasion.
yeah, that's totally persuasion.
Do it, get 20.
If you want to
Oh.
be
Oh.
if you want to be upset at what he said, you need to roll to see if you can hear Aisha.
What?
If you want to be upset at what he said, you've
But
got
why
to
would
roll to
Aisha
see-
be upset at what Oliver says?
Because she
Because it's
hates
terrible.
Is it
Everyone.
persuasion?
Yeah.
Yes, persuasion.
20.
You can hear what he said.
Wait, that? Oh, what? No, that should get here. There's a middle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, nice.
They look at you, look you up and down, and then they turn back and keep talking.
Can I see?
Drow women are
Can I hear what they
bitches,
talk?
man.
You
Seriously.
got shut down hard.
Okay, I walk back towards the
If
table.
if you want to stand there and try and listen to them, you can do so.
But he realizes it's not Demal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he realizes it's not the mom, but
Yeah, by that time I'm already back at the
Like,
table,
you'd hope, like,
looking at
walking
him.
over to the table that he would no longer have to perceive who they are.
But you don't know what Oliver's doing. He might be just hitting on them.
Well,
Clearly,
like, because of that.
Has the rest of us realized what has happened?
Yeah,
no.
if I can see you.
I sh-
Well, wait,
Aisha has-
no,
Yes,
okay.
no. This is brilliant. Thinking, because I don't know, that he's just walking over to hit on them. I go over.
And
And try to wingman.
Okay.
but what do you say?
Well, like he said something and failed,
Yeah.
turning to come back. I'm like, no, come on, try again. And he's like,
Okay. Are you giving him bardic inspiration?
I'm not. I'm
And
just
then-
gonna
and then
I'm just gonna try and persuade them
Okay.
myself. I'm like, ladies, come on, you haven't given my friend a chance to buy you a drink. So I will roll persuasion. It is a 30.
Okay. Now your height is 3 foot ish.
Yes.
Does he come up to their like waist?
So
No, but they should be sitting down.
they're sitting down at
Yeah.
a table.
Yeah.
The average table height is what?
3 feet.
Yeah, about 3 feet. There's about 2.5.
About
Two and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
say about,
His face is here.
say about 3 feet.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
your
wait,
head's-
wait.
Yeah.
I need to find my exact height.
No, no,
don't.
if it's 3
No,
feet,
because I read it down.
it's like a meter, right? That's thinking about meter height, that's about 3 feet. That meter's slightly over 3 feet.
Yeah.
So he's shorter than the regular table.
No, because I looked at mine. I
Oh, yeah, you looked at that.
3'6".
Okay, so you're a little bit taller than the table. Your head's kind of over the table.
Maybe your eye level with the table.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So with your 30,
Yes.
they look at you and smirk, and shoo Oliver away.
They look at me and smirk, and shoo Oliver away, but not me. I'm like, sorry, man, and I sit down with them.
Okay.
I pull myself up onto a chair apparently
Okay.
because the tables are tall.
Oliver goes
Back to the
back to
table.
the table.
Heads down.
And I look at him with a smirk on my face because by the time that he's trying to figure out where I am, I've already come back to the table.
About
Has Oliver
Can I go?
returned?
Yes.
Oliver's
So
return.
it says, it's okay, bro. It's okay.
No, I found the mom. She's fine.
Also, Urbeck's probably gonna get stabbed again.
Yeah. Well, I looked at it, 2 drow ladies. They're definitely taking him as a slave now.
Oliver,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
take inspiration for that.
What does that do?
It's like a bonus roll that you can cash it in at any point,
Even after you
to-
roll.
even after you roll, as like an advantage or a reroll.
No, it's just it's an additional roll, so it doesn't affect advantage, disadvantage, or anything. You just you roll a dice, you roll a dice, and you replace one of the dice you already rolled.
Because the DM
Oh, okay.
goes, that was great, you can do this.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
He played to his character very well.
Good.
I appreciate
good,
that.
good.
It's going to take about 5 minutes for their conversation at the lovers' table, and then we'll have your barter agreement because he'll obviously need to come back for that.
Whilst that stuff is going on, I'm just going to hide on the wall.
Okay.
Right next to the table so I can hear it.
Like leaning against the wall and then you just disappear
Disappear.
into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've 5 minutes.
5 minutes
You-
to seduce 2 drow women
Which is shit.
on my own. Which is shame.
Seduce Shay, the 2 drow women, on your own for 5 minutes.
As a drow woman, I'm very interested in as I perceive across the room.
You've wasted 30 seconds.
Whoa, hang on.
This
hang
is
on.
real world time.
Oh,
like
real world
max
time.
5
Oh,
minutes.
So
we don't have all night for you to head on me.
So what brings you ladies to
Four's Hall.
no,
Don't tell pass.
don't tell Pat.
Transporting some merchandise.
Oh. Right. Merchandise such as
How much money do you have? Information is valuable.
I don't really need to buy the information. I'm just trying to make conversation, you know?
We have merchandise that we are transporting. That's all you get for free.
Fair enough. So are you here long?
Does your mother know you're out this late? Like, aren't you supposed to be in school?
Oh.
Are you the type of drow who hates other drow or you like other drow?
As a drow, my
Yeah.
history is that I typically hate other female drow because we're always in competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, I won't fuck them up like immediately, but I'm definitely not favourable towards them.
That doesn't count towards my
No, it
time.
doesn't count.
So does my mother know that I'm out this late? Well, I mean, maybe. My uncle's over there. Do you know him? Name's Ink.
I do know him.
Oh,
He's a
great.
very famous bard.
He is.
Unlike you.
And you know him.
Well, he's my uncle, so yeah.
Who are you?
Well, they call me Rocksteady.
And I love how Obed gives out information. And have you seen his sign?
Yeah.
Neither of them know who you are. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
What? Really?
I've heard of your uncle.
Every time they.
Is he playing today?
Yeah, I mean, probably later. But he's nowhere near as good as I am.
We might have to stick around for him later. Oh, this could turn out to be a great trip.
Well, you know, like I might play later as well.
Can you introduce us to your uncle?
Just leave the table.
You
I'm just like,
you were the best wingman for your uncle.
Yes, actually, yes.
I'm like,
Need I remind you, your uncle is Indiana Jones when he was super cool.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, look, I understand.
you're the Shia LaBeouf in this relationship.
No!
Know your place.
Yes, you are.
Know your place.
You're the Shia LaBeouf in this.
But he ruined so many things.
Yep.
That's who you are.
Okay,
You're
you're all sitting at the table now?
Yes.
Alright, yes, I'm back at the table.
Ordering breakfast.
What?
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Anyway,
It's
we've got
like
food
1 o'clock.
and drink. It's
I mean,
fine.
they do
Yeah.
do an all-day breakfast here, so you could have breakfast.
I want breakfast.
Ink, make sure that everybody has a drink. And says, okay, we made it to the pub.
I don't want to drink.
Now
It's tradition.
it's
Can't
time.
actually we can.
You sat down and engaged with the table of people.
You can't see me.
No.
You can't see me to give me a drink, so therefore,
Has someone touched you?
I'm presently hiding on the wall.
There's a curtain and she's behind it. You can't tell she's there.
Okay.
If you could see the floor behind the table, you could see her feet poking
No,
out.
but she said she sat down at the table.
You did say that.
And
Yes.
then after that,
And then after that, she got up and leaned against the wall and then disappeared into the wall.
I've currently disappeared into the wall. I don't want to drink.
Right, sure.
She's behind the curtain. It's like those awkward, like that awkward, scary movie scene where it's the curtain and the shoes are there.
So she's very obviously there.
And the shoes
No,
and
but
the
the thing is, you can't see that because the counter goes to the edge and you can't see the edge where the feet are.
I will not have my protection performance hindered by your lousy alcohol.
Okay, so you're sitting at the table. Ink has made sure that everybody has drinks and is satisfied to a reasonable point. Everybody has had food if they wanted food. And he says, let's make a deal. I am in the need of services, which Urbag Rocksteady has informed me that you are all capable of providing. I need your services to help me collect some artifacts from around the world to complete my life quest. I have spent my entire life working towards this one moment, and I now have the lead I need. All I need to do is go and see Bram Ironfell in Freeport to collect the map that he has to the mines, the lost mines of Carrick.
Rook spits at hearing that name. He says, an untrustworthy man. We have dealt with him before. What makes you think his word will be kept?
Many months ago, he informed me that he had the ability to find the lost mines and produce a map of the lost mines. He recently informed me that he now has the map. So before we were captured by the slavers, we were travelling to him to collect said map.
He is a most dishonorable man who hired us to find the mines at one point, but he stiffed us on payment.
This is news to me. Please
Well,
tell me more.
We found the mines for him at an earlier point in time. Perhaps this is why it took him so long to find the mines in the end. And at the conclusion of that, he refused to pay us what we were promised. and so we kept the location of the mine to ourselves because payment was not rendered for services.
This I can agree with your decision on,
Yes.
and this greatly affects my agreement with him.
Mhm.
I will need to, at some time, at a later date, have a stiff discussion with old Bram.
The caveat being he didn't pay because you guys destroyed the mine when you found it.
May I ask, have you paid him yet? Have you paid Bram for his map to the mine?
I paid him the initial deposit that we agreed upon, and he was to be paid the rest in full on delivery of the map.
Can I propose a counter offer? I have a copy of the map to the Lost Mines of Kenneth, as well as partial knowledge of its interior as well.
He's the only one though, right?
He's the only one
I
left
kept
in
the
the
map.
party.
Yeah, and I kept the map as well. I actually kept the map. Perhaps you pay us and leave that stinking Bram Ironfell out of this deal. Let him know what it feels like to be cheated out of hard work.
I look at Ink and I'm like,
Yeah.
And I go, yeah!
After all, it is only karma that has brought you to us and given us this opportunity.
I imagine at some stage I would have been told about the tale of the Lost Mine.
Oh yeah. You've been told the deal.
Bram and stuff. And so when Ink was like, "Oh, Lost Mine's character," I was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, that'll help."
This greatly pleases me, and I can be sure to add in a payment for you for the map into our agreement that we make.
That would be appreciated. Of
Okay.
course, my main aim is to make sure Bram does not get.
Oh, trust me,
Does not profit off our work.
he will
Yeah.
be getting his just desserts for what he has done to spite me.
Desert.
Okay.
Here's something. You I'm at the table and you say you have this essentially a treasure map.
Mhm.
Something that can be done with calligrapher's tools. Is it an exact copy of the original map, as far as you know?
It's
Yeah.
a map that they made.
It's a map that we made.
Oh,
Like,
that one
he
thing.
didn't give us a map. We made the map in your adventure
Oh yeah.
on how to get there, and part of its interior, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a slightly different map.
Yeah.
Because with calligraphy, calligrapher's tools, I can find any hidden messages or.
No. It was a map I think Bishop made.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yes,
different
you-
map.
When
Yeah.
I think of you guys making a map, I assume it's like those kids' pirate maps where it's
Yeah.
like a line that wiggles around and then there's
No,
a big X.
He was an actual writing scholar guy. He was making notes and a journal and his stories and stuff. So he was
Okay,
good enough.
okay.
Yeah, he was good enough.
That's fine. That's fine. So Ink effectively offers you a same deal as he offered Damal,
Mhm.
which all of you heard,
Mhm.
and there's no point reiterating the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing. I will finalize the agreement and print it out so that you each have a copy of the agreement that you're signing, so that you can read the fine print. But you're pretty much looking at it and give me a lawyer check.
A lawyer check.
Oh yeah.
Do you have
That's a
an
bit
actual lawyer?
Well, there's no lawyer check, but I rolled 9, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Looking at it, you think it's pretty sound.
Can,
Well,
oh yeah. This is something definitely my calligrapher's tools allow me to do. So examining text.
Yep.
So can I use that to find any sort of unbeneficial loophole that he may have snuck in that he has written did not say at all?
It is all legitimate. It seems to be very specifically phrased.
Yeah.
And everything seems very well worded in a way where neither party can loophole each other out. The fixed term for you guys is 3 months, which is half the time. And the amount is negotiable. As within the amount that it is worth is left blank at this point. And
So how much is
we
he
will
offering?
discuss.
Yeah.
3 months service is all I require, and I can do that for you for the handsome sum of 5,000 platinum pieces each. 50k. 50k gold each, just for 3 months' work, and all you have to
So
do is take me to the locations.
what defines work? Like what will you ask of us?
Yeah, what's the job?
Same as Demal, basic protection, doing any investigating and following his instructions where permissible that doesn't infringe upon your own life directly. He's not going to make you jump off a bridge for him, sort of deal.
Or
But if you chose to
friends
jump-
our personal morals.
Yeah, if you chose to jump off the bridge, then that's your choice.
Mhm.
Circumstances will vary, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you're going to look after him, make sure that he doesn't die. You're going to help him fulfill his goals and meet the requirements as laid out in future stuff that he finds that will help him lead him towards his goals.
Mhm.
It's only a 3-month period. At the end of that 3-month period, if both parties agree, the terms can be extended for an X amount of time. Everything is left open for that. Otherwise, at the end of 3 months, you will be paid your sum of money for your services rendered, and you can walk away free.
I asked Rocksteady, can your uncle really afford this?
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I asked the uncle, what exactly are you after?
I am first
Yeah.
after the Tome of Secrets.
Is that something we've heard of?
Yeah,
When he
they
mentions
do
that,
I kind of check it. It sounds like some sort of ancient magical tome.
Yeah.
Yep, the two of you can.
Wait, how much was it?
50k.
50k.
50k gold.
50k gold, like 5,000 platinum.
12 for Arcana.
15 for Arcana.
You were Arcana combined.
With your checks, you obviously pick up slightly more on the name. It is an ancient book of texts that were created before the Common Age, as it is known. That predates most of modern history, as it would be.
Mhm.
It is a book that led to many adventurers throughout history trying to find it and none succeeding.
But do we know what it does?
It's a book that just holds secrets on artifacts, locations of old cities, lost cities, old ruins, lost ruins, artifacts hidden throughout time, space, and history.
Wasn't the last time this group had to go look for artifacts because someone else was collecting them?
Yes.
Do we get bonus?
I don't. Was I part of that group?
Yes.
The most commonly known one
Oh, right,
was a crown. That's
Yeah,
about,
well,
that's about all you can remember.
What was the crown called? Oh wait, I know.
You know,
I know.
they don't. Because they didn't roll good enough.
No.
So I asked him, once we find this tome, is that the end of our job? Is that the conclusion of what we're being hired for?
Dear lad, that is only the beginning.
And what comes after?
That book holds the secrets.
3 months is a big commitment.
Once we gain those secrets, we can then go on the quest.
Is there bonus?
What is this quest? Yeah.
The quest can be agreed upon once you've signed the contract, but until then,
So he's writing himself a blank check.
Yeah, he's writing himself a blank check.
I'm only asking for 3 months of your time.
I say I want this added in then. Like, if whatever you're searching for, even if, like, be it the Tome Secret or something that the Tome Secret leads you to that proves life-threatening or requires us to do something beyond our sphere of morals, we can leave. It means pay proportion to what we owe from the overall amount of time.
This term I can agree to.
Okay?
I was gonna go without the money.
Well, your family, family rates and you're done.
Yeah.
A bonus can be arranged if
The thing is, I don't trust Ink.
extra services are provided.
Because he's an Urbag.
Yes.
And he's got me looking after him.
Yeah.
Because he's an Urbag
So-
random drown.
Well, he's an Urbag, so we already know his, like, judge of character is weak.
I have a question,
Yes.
and meta would not be allowed. when I use bardic inspiration, do people know?
Yes.
It's the equivalent of singing to give him a bonus.
It's like high five. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You're using
That's
your
effectively what it is.
remember bardic performances from back in the day.
They get the inspiration die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That you have to do something to inspire them to do better.
Oh, that's cool though.
It is super cool. That's why I suggested it before.
I'm just reading it. Yeah.
This is where Urbag learns his character.
Look, this is gonna happen because we switched.
Oh, no, it's definitely gonna
I'm to be honest, I'm enjoying this far more already.
Good.
I don't know why, but I am.
Good.
For one, the character sheet is so much nicer.
You're using one of the
It's the PDF one.
ones that I
The fillable one.
Yeah.
like the class.
I tell Ink, give me a moment to discuss with these guys.
I think he has a conflict of interest.
That's fine. I'll also discuss with him because I can insight and read him. Maybe
We can give you all the time you need.
Yeah.
He turns to Demal because he obviously knows you're there. He says, "We'll leave them. We'll move away.
Yes. For us to
You
decide.
can
He's talking.
move to another table."
We're like,
The curtain then turns into a person and turns into Demal, and then they both walk off to the bar.
And she walks away.
Whilst we're moving, I keep a keen eye out for any immediate threats to
Yep.
the person.
Right. So I had a discussion
wait,
with you guys.
I just have one quick question. Is it kind of like the wraiths in the Matrix? How they like sort of like come in and out of walls and stuff?
I think it's that.
Yeah, sure, because I'm completely invisible.
Kind of.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Just as an effect.
Yeah,
I
sure.
like the idea of that. Anyway,
It's more like Predator.
So
where Arnie comes out of the wall.
Yeah, where Arnie, covered in mud, comes out of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually more exactly what it is.
So obviously, I don't fully trust
No.
Ink.
Why?
He wants something powerful to get his hands on something even more powerful that we don't know what it does and what he wants to do with it.
Oh, he totally just wants to sell it.
He just wants to sell it. So you know what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
it? You want us to help, you have to tell.
You know what it is?
In character, he knows?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I told him before, and all of you heard as we were sitting at
It's
the
the
table.
crown.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Yeah.
but does he know what the crown does?
It's called the God Crown.
Yeah, he did a whole monologue, but that would
Yeah.
be meta game to bring that up.
That was
Yeah,
almost
I know.
an hour,
That's why I want him to tell us
that
and
was an hour
convince
ago.
us.
That was an hour ago. Daryl's forgotten.
Daryl
Okay, now it's fine. It's God crown.
Daryl's
Yes.
forgotten. It's the it's the God crown. Everyone knows what the God crown
Do we know what the God Crown is?
is. Everyone
Okay.
knows what the God crown is.
Now roll an Arcana check to see what this like legendary magical artifact is.
History.
History?
I go guidance.
I feel like
Okay, then.
soon I will know what the God
19.
19. You know that the God Crown is a mythical, legendary crown that, from the stories that you've read, would almost impart demigodness upon the individual who was to wear the crown. And you also know that the crown was broken into several pieces, and the only thing that had the information as to where the pieces were located was the Tome of Secrets.
Okay.
plot devices.
Would you trust yourself with demigod powers?
Yes.
Would you trust someone else with demigod powers who was not you?
Like who?
You tell me. For example,
Like you?
no, not me. Like
Someone
someone.
you I trust with demigod
Also,
powers.
just having a lie on the bar and blending it.
And then people start drinking over you. And
Okay, then I turn to these guys and go, would you trust Urbag with
No.
demigod powers? See that. See now you know how I feel.
Sorry, you're drinking both.
Why are you asking if you trust me with demigod powers?
We don't trust you with
Well,
demigod
we
powers.
need to figure out this gnome.
I don't trust your uncle with demigod powers. I don't trust
Nobody
anyone.
doesn't want demigod.
And I also
Oh, then
don't
what
trust
does he want?
anyone he resells it to have demigod
Okay,
powers.
okay, wait, no,
Make
Urbeck.
like an actual god.
Explain.
Yes.
If he doesn't want demigod powers, why does he want the crown?
Can I interject for a moment?
Yeah.
Urbag, what's your passive perception?
We're
It should be the top somewhere. There.
13.
Okay, thank you. Carry on.
Come on now. Like, demigod, it's not actual god.
You do know you're gonna end up getting stabbed again.
Yeah.
What?
Because if this blows up my face, I'll stab you.
I'll shoot you. I will shoot you even if this gets close to blowing up.
I'll stab you and then I'll heal you. So you just remember the stabbing. You know, for next time.
I don't doubt that. Look, I think it's gonna be fine.
I think it's a
Bad idea.
somewhat dubiously bad idea.
Yeah.
Somewhat dubiously bad.
Yeah, because you're not telling me what he actually wants to do with his demigod power or the crown.
And he doesn't seem to tell us.
Yeah, he doesn't
What?
seem to tell us.
But you didn't ask him.
I did. He said after the contract was signed.
Yeah, he won't tell us until after we sign
Yeah.
the binding agreement.
He also said that if it goes against your morals, that you can leave. So,
The thing is, if he does something that goes against our morals, we may have to kill your uncle.
oh,
Will you help us kill your uncle?
well, that escalated quickly. I mean, like, how against my morals are
Well.
you talking?
See, there was this guy I once heard about. His name was Thanos. Spoilers! He found a certain god glove.
Come on.
Just hang on.
And things turned out pretty bad. I don't know how it's gonna end. Like, I never heard the end of that story. But,
But,
you prepared to stab your uncle?
We actually have referenced that as a play before.
What? Thanos?
Yeah, the player Thanos.
The player of Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Have you not heard of Thanos?
But no, of course I've heard of that.
He too went looking for pieces of an artifact to create a whole...
Yeah, no,
thing,
and I know
complete
what
thing.
happened because I actually saw the play.
Yes.
Last month,
Yes.
we watched the Voltron effect in play. He's literally asking us to find some pieces to do a Voltron effect to remake
And
an
he's not
artifact.
telling us what he's gonna do.
No, but the Voltron effect, we got rid of the god
Yeah.
using the Voltron effect.
Because we didn't give it to that person.
Yeah, you didn't give it to the god.
Yeah,
We kept it.
but he's not a god.
Yeah, it will be. You
It
just
can-
told us the crown makes you a demigod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have,
Okay. Look.
step
look,
one of
look,
becoming a god is to become a demigod first.
Look,
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And I understand your point of view.
No, I just asked you one
But-
simple question. Are you prepared to stop your uncle should
No, no,
things
just
escalate?
just wait.
What is he trying to
What
do?
I'm saying is that if
Roll on the mat, not the keyboard. Where you get cocked dice immediately.
if
Is he trying to
anything
calm us?
goes against your morals,
Yes.
then we all just leave.
No, but that didn't work out for the people who had to stop Thanos.
Yeah.
They
can't just leave.
they can't just leave. They have to do the right thing.
24 persuasion.
If he's trying to charm me, it doesn't work on me.
It doesn't work on me either.
I can literally.
You haven't,
Yeah, but-
you haven't sent me anything.
No, I was waiting for you to send me something.
What?
What? Anyway, so look. I think everything will be fine. And you asked the question,
Yeah.
To be honest,
would
I don't
I
trust what you
stab
think.
him? Yeah, no one trusts me.
Yeah, will you stab him? Because I need to know which side of the line you're on.
Look, if it's between stabbing him
Yes.
and being enslaved,
Yes.
there will be stabbing. Is that the line that we're talking here? Because, like, you know, if you want to go God,
Oh, they don't
then
have
you
to
really
protect
only
them
want
against
to.
that.
You
Yes.
only really want to enslave. Unless you want to be a nice, benevolent God. You know? Like so many before.
But Urbag, do you believe that? You've heard the story of Thanos. Do you believe he was going to be a nice, benevolent god? Or do you
Well,
believe he was
look-
going to be a dick?
Who rolled the higher history check?
I
think you
don't. I
You
think I
got
did, yeah,
15. I got like,
yeah.
and I got 12.
After thinking and talking about the item more,
Yeah.
you remember from your history that there was no proof that the item actually ever worked.
Okay.
It's a myth.
It's a myth, so no one's actually used the item.
There's recorded stories of a tale of it
Mm.
existing, but nothing that ever definitively proved that it ever existed or ever worked.
Now for the record, Urbag, do you believe your uncle's intentions are noble? If it is, I will follow you, but should the day come that I'm proven wrong, some stabbing will occur.
I have known my uncle
Since you're
my
born,
whole life.
Yes.
and
And-
that has made a remarkable impression on you.
Yes.
I don't
And
trust you.
he has always kept to his word.
Yeah, but that's the problem now. He hasn't given his word on anything.
Well, maybe you just
Yeah.
need to ask for more money.
No, we
Money
want
is
to
not
know.
word.
Yeah, we're asking for what he wants to do before we sign in blood.
Yeah. This is a binding contract. I'm a lawyer, I should know.
Well, okay. I tell you what.
Yeah.
My portion of the money.
You keep talking about money.
Yeah, you
This-
realize that we don't care about money. We're all like
I
super
do.
rich. I mean, Oliver cares about money, but we're all super rich anyway, so.
Yeah.
And it's 3 months of our lives.
Whereas I could be hunting demons with that time.
Look, just ask him.
Yeah, but the thing is, he won't answer us until we sign the contract.
Just ask him.
No, I'm asking
Me?
you
I'll
right
ask
now.
him.
Okay, yeah, you ask him.
Ink! I call Ink back over.
I unstick myself from the table
He plops off his chair
and I
and
follow
waddles
him.
over and hops back up onto the chair and struggles to get his balance right, and then he settles in.
I stand menacingly behind you.
So are we ready to make a deal?
Well, look, my friends seem to be struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just want to point out that I'm okay with it. But also, if you tried to enslave me, I would try to stab you. But,
How does Ink react to him saying that?
He smirks and smiles.
Okay.
Kind of chuckles to himself.
there seems to be some concern, and of course you know the play about Thanos.
Yes, I know. I've heard of the Thanos play.
Of course, we saw it like once, twice.
Yeah.
I lost track. Anyway,
It's a good play.
it was a good play.
Yeah.
Their concern is that there's the myth behind the crown, and the crown turns you into a demigod, and they want to know what you're going to do with the crown.
Well, the crown would need to be made. The crown, if it exists and if it is real, is in pieces anyway. So it's no good to anybody until it's made. Now, if you had all of the pieces and had a buyer who was interested but didn't have the correct pieces, then, well, you could have a good deal. They might not.
So he blatantly just told us that he wants to collect pieces of the crown so that he can sell fake pieces of the crown to other people.
Oh, the crown doesn't mean that much. The crown is only part of what the Tome of Secrets holds.
Yeah, but in the conversation around the crown, he has blatantly told us that was his intention. I will do an insight check to see if that is confirming in character if that was indeed what he just told us.
Or is he lying? Yeah.
Yeah. 14.
You kind of can't gauge full accuracy on whether that's full truth or full lie. You get hints of truth and hints of lie in it.
Okay. That already tells me I really don't trust this bastard. Because that pretty much is telling me he is in the trade of lying to people, and I don't like those kinds of people.
And this is how Aisha leaves the party. So thank you. We will go on this adventure.
Can I knock him out?
Deron rolls another character.
Can you knock him out?
Yeah.
No, because he's not actually
out
said anything.
Knocking out a physical character requires a attack roll that would do 100-ish damage.
Close to, yeah.
Close to 100 damage, so you'd have to one-shot him to knock him out.
If he was knocked out, would we then be able to just take him with us, whether he liked it or not?
No, because when regaining of conscious would then have free will.
Alright, it's not worth my time.
Also, you don't actually know anything that he just figured out.
I hear
Yes.
He's
I-
being
you're
a pain
being
in the
slime,
ass.
yeah.
He's being a pain in the ass.
I hear the struggles that you're going through, and am willing to both adjust the price
It's
so
all
that you
about
feel
price.
no.
Yes, it is.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
It is for half of
Adjust
this.
the price so that the wealth more justifies the risk that you are taking, and also put in more
Amenities?
Yes, more
more
toilets and spaces.
clauses in place that better justify your fears and concerns, and ways to control those fears and concerns in a way where you are no longer tied to the contract if you agree with where the contract would take you.
You already agreed to this 5 minutes ago when I asked you about this. You're telling me what I already told you.
Yes, but I'm adding, like, if you want more specific, you can have more specific. I want you to feel comfortable with the contract that you're about to sign. Now that I can see that you're serious, I've given you the full information.
What do you think of this, Rook?
Well, if you add the clause that if at any time we feel that you mean us harm or any innocence harm, we take the crown, the tome, and everything involved in that danger. We will not be party to creating another evil god.
Fair enough.
Okay.
What about if you
will
break
add
the
it.
contract anyway?
Huh?
Does anything bad happens if you break the contract?
What happens when you break a contract with...
Remember, you're making a deal with devil now, so...
Have you heard of this thing called honor?
What's that?
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Well, okay, to speed things along, I say if you will include that in the contract to... I know obviously you're not going to tell us your whole agenda, but if at any point we feel that it infringes on like our system of morals or something to that effect, then we can take action independently. Add this to your contract as well. The Mal is not allowed to harm us in any way while we are under your employ.
Oh. Why are you not fun?
Because
he's
Rook
a
has
lawyer.
paid attention to the Mal's behavior.
Yeah.
And Rook is also...
I haven't harmed anyone yet, nor threatened anyone.
Harm includes stealing from us, poisoning us,
That's not fun.
beguiling us through any charm or magic.
Lying to us?
At what time is
Can I
your-
protest behind you?
Probably 9:30, probably.
Can I protest behind you?
You can, and I can take these concerns to Damal and have a discuss as this goes outside of our current contract.
Fair enough. Because I have met assassins before.
I
We
understand.
would say your nephew has gotten stabbed by one. At some
One
point.
time!
I remind everyone that he was stabbed and then he became a zombie.
I would definitely like to review these terms.
I
before
I just want to
Right,
put it
great
out
stuff.
there. I was technically a zombie before I got stabbed.
Yes.
So we can discuss
So-
anon.
But what we don't know is, did you earn that stabbing?
I think he always earns all his stats.
Yes. Did you earn it?
Oh.
I fear that you might earn another stabbing from the monk, so therefore I'm trying to protect you.
Oh, maybe stab him.
Stabbing allowed. In addition, stabbing allowed at root permission.
What?
Because if at some point I go stab him, and then she can stab him.
I definitely need to talk to
I will happily
Wow.
shoot him for you.
Ink about this. There's no way I'm
I'm
handling
getting
this.
stabbed and shot?
You know I shoot very well.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like I said, I'll heal you. Just need to remember the stabbing.
Do you know what's quite good though? Like, I imagine now as a monk, you can't detect my invisibility.
That might be.
Yeah, that's probably true. Different types of powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But there's other things I get completely immune to from you now.
Oh, I'm sure there are. Or do I still have those things?
Ink will
Yeah, you
take
do.
Ink will take Damal aside and renegotiate their terms.
Uh-huh.
Informing them of what the party has said. Obviously, you were there and listened.
Sure.
How much is this addendum going to cost you?
I'm pretty miffed, to be perfectly honest. I can't accept these if I feel that the rest of the party is a threat to yourself.
Oh, if the party threatens me at any point, their
Full
contract
permission.
their contract
Yeah,
is
their
null and
contract is
void.
null and void anyway.
What if I perceive, without outright kind of blatant, that they're up to something, or we don't know what they're doing, or
As is with you, they are allowed their own free will until they make an attempt or act directly in conflict towards us. There will be no action taken on your part.
how much give have I got here? Any?
You try and convince an NPC, give me a roll of some sort.
I would like.
Try and persuade, try and intimidate. Those are probably best too.
Don't think you can lie about not.
You can try and deceive, but you are signing a contract that states very
That
specific
states what's
clauses.
going on. Can I perceive intention behind what?
That's an insight.
These
Insight,
guys are
yeah.
doing?
You can insight.
I can insight? Okay.
So give me an insight then. D20 plus insight. Lots.
Yeah, 23.
Your intentions are
My intentions.
what the party's intentions towards Damal.
What, in terms of towards her or in terms of my
The reason for
request?
the
The request?
The request.
So the reason for the request is I've already seen them fight, so I don't want them to kill each other. That's my intention.
So it's more preservation of life.
It's
and
more preservation of life and maintaining the
order of the party.
The order of the party,
And
yes.
you know Damal starts stuff.
Yes.
basically
But I also know other people start stuff, so I'm trying to avoid starting of stuff.
Trust is
We've
key.
got other enemies to worry about.
So it's about
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about trust.
There's no lack of.
I have perceived, or may I perceive from the party, that there are other people within the party that aren't particularly trustworthy.
You may try to perceive.
So that would be with your insight.
Mhm.
And what you've incited from the party so far is that Oliver tends to be somewhat aloof, but when it comes to loot, he switches into a different level of gear, almost as if he's an accountant, or like
Yes.
an animal that can smell money and will go for the money's throat and to get all of the money. Like, if there is loot to be gained, he's in. So in.
Okay.
Aisha, you gauge as very abrupt, quite direct with everything that she does and phrases. You're intimidated of her, as she clearly is a very strong-willed woman.
I'm not very intimidated, to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough. Urbag seems like a pretty happy-go-lucky,
Just like ink.
yeah, kind of like Ink, just a little bit more blasé about things.
A little more drinky.
Yeah, a bit more drinking.
How fond of your nephew are you?
Very fond.
Wow. Wow.
He,
Wow.
he,
See,
Straight
I
there.
knew I had to add this clause in. I knew I had
he's my favourite.
Anti-stabbing.
My
the anti-stabbing clause because I said Rebecca's gonna
is
get
that
stabbed.
there is no clause against him causing trouble, such as stealing or causing harm to other members.
I can bring that back to the group when we go back.
I am happy to agree to
Wait.
the terms.
Oh, I'm not in that conversation.
I am happy to agree to the terms
If that's added.
if it is added to every other party member,
New
not just
new
myself.
episode title. Accidental Heroes, episode 3.
May,
Contact law.
may I perceive, may I perceive that there's any room for monetary gain?
From your previous insight, you would assume that you can gain a percentage for this.
How do you feel about 5%?
2%.
Was the same percentage last time?
It's always 2%.
Is it a compound?
Well, no, he's into
Compound
barter.
interest. Is what?
He's into barter.
I was okay with 2%, so I went 5 because I think that's what I did last time.
Whereas in the note that I originally said, the price was written as 20,000, and I started at 10. So I'm still good. I didn't read good enough. Not my problem.
Did you not offer me 20? Oh, you did on the thing.
Wait, are you
I said
doing
it
this
in the
without getting
paper,
paid?
Yeah.
in the message I sent you,
Yeah.
and in the game I said 10,
So
and you went
she's
okay.
also paying you.
Okay.
Ah, I trusted you to stick to it.
He tricked you.
God damn
You
it.
got tricked.
I said I'm in. I would have done it for free.
Okay, you
No.
would have, so you're not actually doing it for free.
Currently, no.
Okay, so what do we have?
Comes back, offers you an amended title
Yeah.
saying that basically no one can start any shit in the party.
Okay.
As long as everybody agrees that no one starts shit, no shit gets started. This is a party of trust, and in this trust circle we can all hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
Well, I can.
I
Different
didn't
song.
add that bit, just
Yeah.
that wasn't me. That's not my character.
Hang on.
Now we come to the sum.
Yes.
I offer each individual 5,000 platinum.
I asked, how much is she being paid?
Oh.
As of this point,
Yes.
2% of 10,000 is
It's fine, you don't need
100,
to-
is 200, is 10,200 gold. Give or take a little bit for the extra 2% increase on top of that.
But she has worked for you for 6 months.
She's worked 3 months so far.
Okay.
She has 3 months left on her contract.
Yeah. So is the amount you're offering us half of what she's getting?
It was half of what she was getting, yes.
Okay. Then if it's exactly half of what she's currently getting, we
Okay.
will accept.
I can amend that so that you get exactly half of exactly
Yes.
half.
Plus a bonus on top of that for the map, if you so desire to pay us for the map, to be forwarded to Sasha Pandisa, who is currently building on some land that we're working on.
I will pay you the
So you can
remaining.
just give us whatever you're gonna give.
I will pay you the remaining sum that was going to go to Bram Ironfell. Do you want me to mail the check?
Check says yes, then this.
Money forward, right?
Yeah, that's
As long as you get it to Sasha Panza and you keep your word, that is fine. This will be a gauge of your character.
okay.
Yeah.
I will transfer the 10,000 gold that was to be paid to Bram Ironfell, and forward it through to Sasha Pandisa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I give him all the details, the address.
Yep. Writes all of it down.
Yeah.
Writes it into your specific contract that says that
Sure.
you are to be paid the sum of money
And that's been
on
forwarded.
production
Yeah.
of map. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everybody is happy with all of the terms.
We good?
Can you get double?
Oh no.
Yes, 1 second.
Yes.
You can push for more.
Yes.
Give me a perception.
No, I
Sorry, a persuasion.
While we're contracting for money.
Yep.
If you like what you're seeing, And let's be honest, we're amazing.
Contract law.
Yeah.
Contract law
Contract
episode.
law.
I'm sorry.
So, it's fine. It's great. You can click below and donate, or there's a link to the Patreon. You don't have to. Follow is cool. Sub is also really cool. And Deshivnet has resubbed again, so that's good. All those $2.50s.
So for like all the amounts and all that, you have it recorded down. I don't actually have to write it down.
So it's 5,100 platinum pieces for your 3 months of work, or divided out amongst X amount of time that you stay for if you choose to
And
break
that's
the contract as agreed upon in said contract.
Okay.
And then individually you get 10,000 gold to be forwarded to Sasha Pandasa.
Sure.
Oliver has negotiated for more, and he receives an extra 50 platinum. So he gets 5,150 platinum pieces.
It's up to you to remember.
5,100.
It's
On
at the
the
conclusion.
on the conclusion of the term of 3 months, or until services are agreed as rendered, where you can then continue to work with Inc. or part with full payment paid. Everybody is satisfied?
Everybody's satisfied.
Everybody has signed the contracts?
Sure.
Everybody's signed the contracts.
A piece of paper comes out of thin air in front of you, and is kind of, you assume, is being held and placed in front of each of you, which has everything written down in nice, clear, legible font. A pen is then produced and passed around to each of you to sign. Everybody signs.
Everybody's signed.
No loopholes detected. Like I take time to read it.
As lawyer, you don't.
Okay.
It's all
Okay.
good.
Okay. Then
Everything, like he did his checking as well.
No,
There's nothing.
this is the type of
I
paper
own
and ink
your
that
soul.
changes shape later.
this is the paper and ink that changes shape.
I own your soul. Thank you.
I guess to proceed things along, we will sign. Or I'll sign.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. Pink's name has changed officially to Shang Tsung.
So everybody is agreed. Everybody is signed.
Yes.
The papers are then piled neatly in the middle, rolled into a bundle, and then disappear.
Where's my copy?
Your copies will be provided to you as soon as my servant has scribed and transferred across all necessary information. Obviously, your copy will have my signature, but not yours, as you are to re-sign that. But I have the original copy, which has both of our signatures, as normal signatory rights would work. And Lawyer Rook would know this as what happens in the world.
Standard practice. Yeah.
Standard practice. Everything is above board. Nothing is dodgy. Everybody is happy. Inc. then produces a very, very nice bottle of wine and pours a glass for everyone at the table.
Which Demal chooses to take and sit down.
This is fire wine. Does everybody partake?
No.
What's
Yes.
fire wine?
I would like to
Sorry,
perceive what this fire wine is.
Drink it. You will feel great.
You can sniff it if you want.
Yeah.
Investigate it, yeah.
Investigate?
Yep.
6.
It is a very, very nice smelling wine.
Yeah.
It smells great.
Yeah.
No
there, is,
honey
there,
ritual.
there is a slight burning sensation in your nose.
Oh, that gets Demal excited and she cloths it down.
It burns the whole way, and
Fantastic.
you feel so warm inside.
Right. This is a good thing.
Oh, I drank mine as soon as you got poured. But
As is
I
polite, I will
detected
partake as
poison.
well.
Could have detected poison.
No, you didn't.
Ah,
You fall unconscious.
damn it. Yeah, see?
You're fine. Everybody drinks it.
Yes.
Not me.
Ah,
don't wanna
I'm
drink
good.
it?
I sure didn't.
No.
I
That
take
is fine.
theirs.
Yep.
Ink, give another one
Ink-
to Rob.
Ink drinks it. He enjoys it. You watch some merriment and shows that happen. Ink gets up and performs. Does pretty well. Gets the crowd going. Does Urbag
Yeah.
at
fuck
Rock
yeah.
City attempt to perform?
Yes.
Give me a performance check, son.
Whilst this is happening,
No.
can I stealth? I just like to stealth into the floor.
Into the floor.
Yeah, well, it's comfy down
To
here.
the floor.
You're asleep underneath the table now.
I can't do that though with my protection.
No, but you're asleep under the table.
Oh, damn it.
Holy shit. 29.
29. It is lit. Like, you know when you went and had your tour
Yes.
and like you had diehard fans?
Yes.
The moment you start playing, like 8 people like
Reveal their
their tabards
Yes.
and like start screaming. Everything goes off. Alcohol's flying everywhere. Everybody's going
Wait, what?
nuts. There's a mosh
It's got
pit.
an audio
Do you know what I want to know?
There's a mosh pit. You jump.
I want to know
And they
the
catch
look
you.
on the faces of the 2 drow.
Give me a perception.
See, the perception's bad. A terrible perception. Oh, 17.
Looking around the room, you can't see them at where they were. They appear to be all over your uncle.
May I wake up at the smelling of the proximity of my own race?
Yep.
Fantastic. I'm awake and I'm watching them with keen eyes
Mhm.
for any threat.
Seeing that they are now with my uncle.
They're about to get some nephews.
Maybe cousins?
Cousins.
Unless one of the drow women.
It's a man.
Bites his head off and eats him.
Anyway.
Praying mantis.
That's fine. I scout the room for another groupie type.
Okay. Yep, there's some average talent out there. Not exceptional talent. We aren't in Highland.
Oh no, of course not. But average talent.
Yeah.
And at the boss hall
Is there a
is
curvy
always, you know.
Oh, there's a
It's a
there's,
3-to-1 ratio.
there's-
Three average talent to 1 excellent. So
there's been a couple that you have frequented before. You probably you probably want to avoid them because you kind of just walked out and they were broken as a result of you leaving them. But there's another
Many
nice
times.
piece of meat that you could try your ways on.
excellent, good, and I don't know. Do we end there?
We will end with Urbag walking towards, after playing his set, walking towards the feisty redhead that was in the corner.
Always.
Not me. Okay? Not me.
Is it towards Aisha?
Will he? Won't he?
No.
She's a halfling. Will
Because
he?
that's not gone bad before.
Will he? Won't
No.
he? We'll find out next time.
Find out next time on Accidental Heroes. Also, feedback is always appreciated.
Yeah.
We've made some changes to the layout of the stream, and I don't know, I think it looks good. I like the font, actually. It grew on me.
Yeah.
Anyway, feedback's good. Thank you for watching. Cracking Packs is not happening tomorrow night because I'm going on a stag. But yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll do it at some stage. I'm getting lots of packs piling up that I'm going to open. So, alright, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.